Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and it's Monday, second Monday of February in 2021. Hope your week went well. We've got another just amazing reading, empowering, positive, and yeah, high vibe, which is a nice thing to start your week with. So we will get into it. The first card, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Know your power. Isn't that gorgeous? Know your power. You know, as we walk through this life and in our path and doing what we came to do, it is often easy to get sidetracked from who we really are. And much of the time, it takes a while for us to know who we really are. Good morning, Lisa. Understand the power that we do have. Great morning to you too, Susan. Bet you it's beautiful there in Arizona this morning, probably nice and warm. So know your power. Own your power. Accept that you have power. Get the big picture. And that is one way to understand really how to own your power, what you do have as power. That basically it means detach from the everyday stuff as much as you can. I have one area where it's like, seriously, I don't really have any idea how to detach from that, but I'm open, willing, and ready to learn and understand what that means. But we want to get more of creator's view about life and less that linear, I'm in the forest, can't see the trees view. And again, we have to have inspired help for that. We have to have the observer platform of our life. And when you really own the fact that you are a spiritual being here, having a human experience, that's like the first step to kind of bring you up a bit to see more of the big picture, more of life than what we see as this human standing there going, I don't even know which direction to walk right now. So get the big picture. Ask to be shown a more universal illustration of what our life is, what life is in general, instead of that very human, just one interaction to the next picture. And I'm going to have to read because I don't remember. The next card is, it actually pretty much the same thing. It's have, take a different point of view. The 8 of air with all those feathers floating around and that angel up on a cloud. I'm going to just check. Again, 8 of air. These cards are not real easy for me to look at and get a message from that I feel comfortable. Release from denial. See things as they are clearly. And again, we're looking at that 30,000 foot view, the view creator has. So know your power, get the big picture, and see things as they are. Clarity. This is what is being offered to you today. Like I said last week, that February is manifestation 8.0, so you really want to be focusing on what it is you want to have happen. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Jeannie. In your life, you want to realize that because you are a creator, and if you've got extra added power this month to manifestation, you want to be creating something that you want to live in. So you are powerful. Know your power in your ability to create in your life the things you want. Get the big picture, view from above. Ask to be given greater insights about that universal view of what life is. You want to have courage. Because when you are walking this energetic, spiritual path in life, and you realize sometimes along the way just who you are, just what you have the opportunity to do, it's going to take some courage to step into, because rarely is that path like, oh wow, it's all chocolate and roses and wonderful in appearance. It is what it ends up being, but it doesn't often appear that. It often appears to a precipice that you have to step off in faith. Good morning, Charms and Debbie. So have courage. Know that you are cherished and protected, and you have access. The angels are available for you to call on any moment, just like they are for me at any time. They are not too busy. They're not otherwise occupied. They are available. So you open, willing, and ready, call on who it is you want. Angels of whatever trait you think you need, just angels. You don't have to be real and focused on this about exactly who to call in. And you may have an angel you work with that you feel very comfortable calling in. And so know that you are always protected. Have courage. Take that leap of faith. And 9 of Earth says, I believe it has to do with all about focus and hard work, but disciplined self-reliance. That's what this is about. It's gorgeous. These are beautiful cards, but it's a little hard to interpret them. The final stone placed in the foundation, reliable sources and restraint. So trust in you. Know that that precipice is your next best step, the thing that kind of scares you, probably where you need to be going next. The possibility of something that's standing in front of you that makes you go, I don't know, I don't think so, I'm a little afraid of that. Just take that step, know you're protected, and know that you have the strength, the intuition, the tools you need, all within yourself. You don't have to go looking for them anywhere else from any other aspect. Ask for guidance, ask for awareness, and that's huge because it is always available to us. And wherever your path leads you, whatever it is you're doing, it is far more accessible and easy to step into if you walk in without malice in your heart, which means you need to be doing some clearing. Right now, in the world, the way it is, things that we just keep getting thrown at us, media-wise, again, I've said it before, media is a reptilian energy. It's a fear-based energy. They want to keep you in fear. It doesn't matter which side you're listening to. Now that one fear is done, well, there's a whole other fear you get to focus on. And there is usually a group or a type of people behind that fear that you're supposed to hate. You're supposed to be at odds with. Keeping the world divided, keeping the U.S. divided. We watch mostly, American news. Keeping us divided keeps them in power. So if they can keep telling you who you're supposed to hate, they can keep you focused and keep selling to you and keep controlling you. Be without malice. Know that 90% of what you see on the news is a lie. 90% is built up to evoke emotion and control you. So let it go. Stop watching it. Get your 5 minutes of what's going on the big picture, again, the world kind of, because the truth is all this crap that they're putting out in front of you always really doesn't affect your life unless you allow it in. It's clear across the country. Not that it's not vibrationally there and we will feel it, but in your world there is nothing you can do about the state of Cook County in Chicago, for example, where the innocent keep being murdered on a regular basis by drive-by fire and stuff like that. That is sad and it makes my heart ache, but here's the truth. And then they'll tell you why somebody is to blame for that, other than the people actually doing it. I can't affect that. I can't change that. So for me to focus and get all worked up, I shed love on them. I am sad that they have to live there, but I can't go out my door and make a difference in that situation. But it can sure derail me, make me angry make me have hateful feelings towards. So the first step to really walking your path, staying in a higher vibration, holding the light, and being that bright star you came to be, is to be without malice. The easiest way to do that is to shed love on whoever you think, or whoever you're told, or whoever you're feeling malice toward. Shed love over and over. trust in all that is going on in the world right now, that there is a divine plan, and you are a cog in the wheel of how this plays out. You holding the light and holding on to the beauty of why you came is part of what you get to do. Good morning, Carol. And Jewel, good morning. So, be without malice, trust there's a divine plan, and the world. The world is there for you. You have got a huge number of opportunities. Let's go ahead and read what Colette Baron Reid has to say about the world. 21. Perspective. Oh, that's, yeah. Again, see things from a different perspective. I'm being called to shift my perspective on my life now. When I remember I am first and foremost an immortal soul experiencing life as a human being, I have no fear. So know that, exactly, Jeannie. She said, the reason I don't watch news or TV, I can't change what I see. But boy, can it evoke emotion in us. And that's what they want. I mean, if you've been watching, it doesn't matter which side you've been watching for the last 3 months, you have been yanked around, back and forth, up and down. Now there's a new this, now there's a new reason to be fearful even more now of COVID. There's new strains, there's more deadly strains. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? This is terrible. The world is falling apart. Everybody's dying. Cut it off, let it go. Focus on what you can affect. Focus on being the light when you walk out. Who can I help today? Who can I positively influence today? Is very simple. And be willing, open, and ready. And sometimes you'll get to see who it is you get to positively influence. A lot of the time you don't know. But your willingness, charms, it creates fears. And fear is a way to control people. And that's what the reptilian energy is all about. The media is reptilian energy. The government is control energy. It is draconian energy. And so it is vital that you go within, you go up, you stay connected, and you walk in the real world in your light, in your power, with a higher perspective. Totally, continually, I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me. It doesn't have to be any harder than that. I hope I'm not breaking up for you, because in my picture, I'm a bit lagging. So I hope that's not what's happening, but a greatly empowered view. Remember, Manifestation 8.0 this month. Focus on what you would like to have in your life and how good it will feel as that is part of it, and experience it as it is happening now. Ask to be given the higher view. As you are co-creating, you want that 30,000 foot view of life. You want to get pulled out of the everydayness of that forest where you see only the trees and start seeing it as an observer in your life. Oh, only 23? Great. Jewel says, on a positive note, only 23 people have passed from the flu. And numbers, who knows, but there is something positive, a lot less colds. My granddaughter had a cold last week, and she was just so bothered by it because it had been well over a year since she'd even had one. And so in her little life, it was a new thing pretty much. So there are positives to be had, certainly lots of learning and growth. And I went around yesterday. I had the opportunity to go hand out some little packages to a group I belong to that we're going to do a little meeting Thursday about. And one woman asked me if I was going to get the vaccine, and I said, no, I really don't feel comfortable with one that's been developed so quickly and without time to see how it reacts, all of that. And she said, well, we all have a point of view. I said, yeah, COVID has shown us we are all connected and we're divided. And so that is really our charge this week, is to do our best to keep ourselves in peace so we can be the bringer togetherers. We can lessen the divide between us, because again, the more government and media can keep us divided, the more they can control us. So shed love regularly, keep yourself as clear as possible, be very high vibe as much as possible, and the shedding of love is very much an instrument to keep yourself in that space. And focus always on what you want. I don't honestly know what world peace and abundance looks like, but I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to have peace and abundance as part of life. So that's what you want to focus on. Feeling what it is you want. I want the world to be at peace. I want everybody to have their own little plot of land to grow their vegetables and to co-op in the town they live in. So somebody's growing part of what they need, they're growing part of what the other needs, and there's no competition. There's just helpfulness. That's the world I see when I dream about it. How that can happen? Not my business. My business is to hold the light that I get to hold here and keep bringing it in. Bring in that golden divine light of creative love. Bring in the white light of unconditional love and healing. And bring in your light constantly. And be willing, open, and ready always to help someone in whatever way you have the ability to help them. And you will help them even if you are not aware at the time. What a great way to start this beautiful week. Good morning, Zella. And it is time. We are done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.